It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor. Unstoppable anywhere on the field a week ago, a mountain of yards, and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, and it's all up next.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Again, Ryan. And going right back to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ryan will throw again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Lawrence. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Oh, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Right there in coverage was Foye Oluokun. And Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. Touchdown! Mo Alley Cox. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency, and what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a 1-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a couple of franchises looking to make a move here in 2022. Miami heading north to take on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to the Big East. Check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to take possession here. 47-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running straight ahead. Now the ball comes loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, break.
Lawrence going to throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.